Right, today, as part of my little Apple Odyssey that I'm on, mopping up all the products, or trying to, all the products that were released in September, we're going to have a look at this one. Now, can you tell by looking at it which Apple Watch this is? Obviously, not the Ultra, but yeah, you can't really tell, can you, just by looking at whether it's the Series 11 or the SE3? So the SE3 is the more entry level watch, if you like, and yeah, literally hundreds of dollars cheaper than the watch Series 11, and yet it does so many of the same things. So if I can just give you a little closer look at it there, and of course sensor on the back. You've got the tough Ion X glass. So this is a big upgrade for this device. I actually loved the Apple Watch so much I went out and bought the previous Watch SE, and I was really happy with it. Other than the fact that the glass really did get quite scratched over time, because yeah, I tend to wear my watches everywhere, in the garden, working out, to bed, and yeah, so that was the only real is really the only real downside of that watch. I was able to get an Apple Watch at a really good price that did most of the things that I wanted it to do. So hopefully this new tough Ion X glass is going to help protect things. It doesn't quite have the wide angle wrap around the edges screen that we will get to look at when we get to the Series 11 watch. And it doesn't quite have the same battery life, although it will still get you through a day. I've certainly found it gets me through my long breakfast radio days where I get up at 10 to 3 and don't get to bed until 8:30. Generally, I do pop it on the charger for half an hour before I go to bed, so then I can wear it to bed and do all the sleep tracking, which it does a great job of. Um, yes, but yeah, it really does do most of the tracking and other things. Won't do the hypertension monitoring. That's a new feature for the other more expensive models. And yeah, there are a few sort of if you get into the weeds of the health monitoring, that perhaps you won't get quite the same measurements. Blood oxygen, I don't think it does blood oxygen either, but still does irregular heart rhythms, still does cycle tracking, even skin temperature as well. So yeah, very very useful device. I mean, Apple Watches are my favorite smartwatches. They just work. Unfortunately, they only work with Apple iPhones, of course. But yeah, other than that, they're fantastic. It does come only in two colours as well. You're a bit limited there. So this is midnight, so black basically, and then there's the starlight version, which is that nice colour, that's sort of gold, sort of silver, sort of halfway in between. So those are your two choices there. You can get the smaller size face. And also you can get a cellular version and a Bluetooth only version as well. So lots of options there. But yeah, just to demonstrate how it definitely works with some of the latest health features, I thought I'd take you to my workout room, otherwise known as the master bedroom. Okay, so here I am in my home workout studio, otherwise known as my bedroom. I'm about to do some Pilates with Daryl. And so if I go, let's go on that. You'll see that this has come up on my watch, and I set that off, sets off the workout.
What's up? It's Daryl at the Fitness
And there's
Plus
Daryl.
Studio in LA with friends.
There's my details on the screen. There's my heart rate, how many kilojoules I'm burning.
This playlist is a mix of some of the most played workout
And
music on Fitness Plus.
I'll see you after the workout and show you one more thing. Okay, so I don't know if you just saw there, I showed my rings progress, which has now come up at the end of the workout as well. And there on my Apple Watch SE3, it's asking me to rate my effort. And well, there were actually exercises on there that I couldn't even do, to be perfectly honest. So I'm going to say it was pretty hard. And then that is all added into my metrics in the Apple Health app. And it shows exactly how I'm doing with my progress. And it also helps to know then what exercises and workouts to recommend for me as I carry along. Now, back to me in the studio. So there, as you can see, those new features work just the same on this watch. I can control, I've got a little widget on here. Speaking of the master bedroom, if I, oh, hang on. Accidentally pushed the calendar. I don't need to bring up my calendar. You don't need to know that when I've got to put the recycling out. But yeah, if I just push this widget here, that brings up my some of my smart home devices. So yeah, the study lights are on here in the background. That's what's showing there. I can turn the master bedroom on and off right from my watch. So I can do that, yeah, from the SE3, no problem at all. Something else that I would like to show you is the double tap. And Apple has also introduced a wrist flick feature as well. You can flick away your notifications, and then double tap has different functions depending on what app you're using on your watch. So I will try to demonstrate that here on screen. We're a little bit limited to what we can do, but hopefully you can see this. So yeah, so from my Find My, it's telling me that I've left a couple of items here behind. So if I go onto that, I can dismiss that with a double tap. So I'm just going to double tap and away it goes. So yeah, that was literally just me double tapping like that. You didn't see that on the screen because I was doing a close-up of the watch. What I can show you even more so here is that every now and again you get these little tips pop up, these little notifications, and if I just wrist flick, there we go, that notification's gone. It goes off the screen just like that. So yeah, there's just a couple of tiny little demos. I know it wasn't very clear, but believe me, it does work. Take my word for it. So I often think with these SE devices that Apple's making life hard for itself because it's literally hundreds of dollars of difference to get sort of a bigger range of colors, a bit more battery life, and some of those extra metrics that are being measured. But it is worth just sort of going through the specs and saying how many of those things am I really going to use, and do I need that choice of colors, or would I be happy with a midnight or a starlight Apple Watch? Because other than that, it really works the same way, and looks like an Apple Watch to me.